Bow, bow, bow. Hey, look, we back, y'all. Just like that. It's the first one of the year. Not the first day of the year, but this is the first video of the year. I want to tell y'all, thank y'all for all the support in 2025. It's a new year, and so much has changed since we last spoke. Took a little break, but now we all gas, no breaks the rest of the season. And I got to let you know, I'm not surprised by what's been going on around the league. A lot of these coaching changes, a lot of the movements in the staff, the upper rooms, the front offices. But are you truly surprised? We talked about this. We discussed all this. If you refuse to make adjustments, if you refuse to understand the grand scope, the grand scheme of what's going on, you will be in a losing position. You will be in a position where your seat is very hot and uncomfortable. And that's what we have seen after Black Monday. We saw 4 coaches get fired. I think it was 4. The Falcons, the Browns, the Raiders, and the Cardinals. Yes, it was 4. I think that means there's 6 jobs open currently. Will that change? We might see something else happen. The fireworks may not be done. We're going to see how it goes off. But let's first, let me welcome you to the channel, man. This is legit Jonex, the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Justin Tuggle. What's up? What's up? What's up? You know what time it is around here. Everything we do around here, we doing it big. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Usually we're on the film, breaking down the X's and O's in live time, just how you do it in the film room. That's what it is over here. We're showing all the inner workings of the game, all the inner workings of the scheme, the players on the field. We're talking ball. You're probably going to get mad at me. I'm not going to get mad at you, though, so it's all good. But what I'm going to ask y'all to do is subscribe to the channel, like the video, and send this video to somebody, dog. I'm trying to go up. We at like 13 right now. I'm trying to hit 100 by 2027. That's a big goal. But to be a big dog, you got to set big goals. And when I look around the league and I see these coaches that are done, the goals weren't big enough. The precision wasn't elite. The attention to detail was not there. And it's sad because we could see this happening before we got to this event now. A lot of guys could have saved their jobs if they handled business from this time last year all the way up until yesterday, or up until yesterday, Black Monday, right? It's amazing when you see guys get fired and their team sputter, fall out the sky, die with no gas. Like the engine just turns off on the team. You run out of gas. And who do you look to blame? I don't think these guys have anyone to blame but themselves. We're looking at the Falcons, Raheem Morris. We're looking at the Browns, Kevin Stefanski. We're looking at the Cardinals, Jonathan Gannon. We're looking at the great Pete Carroll, right, in Las Vegas. Those are bad teams. The Falcons had the best team out of that bunch, the most talent out of that bunch. But when you refuse to upgrade and pay attention to the details and have your guys prepared and ready to win games, it does not matter if you have the talent on your team. You cannot succeed in this league by being lackluster, by being undisciplined. Too many times I watched the Falcons play this year and their offense looked like they had no rhythm. The design was odd. The pistol formation, the pistol offense, heavy, dominant, pistol with Michael Penix. Why? I do not want to hear, oh, he's comfortable in the pistol. This is why we do it. Mix it up. Y'all are acting like when you have a kid, y'all kids, you acting like you letting your toddler decide what they're going to eat every day. They're going to tell you they want Gushers and Cheerios all day long. If Michael Penix wants the pistol, mix it in so you can have a winning formula. Mix it in with something else. Let's take a look at the Chicago Bears. We're not taking a look. Let's talk about it. We're going to take a look later this week. Let's talk about the Chicago Bears. When you look at Chicago, to me, that offense has been the most efficient offense in the NFL this season in my eyes, because what Ben Johnson is doing out there, he has mixed in so many schemes and sets, personnel groupings. They're mixing up the personnel, they're mixing up the formations throughout the game. He's building a nice set. He's showing the defense one thing, then he's switching it up later on in the game. It's a cat and mouse game. It's a chess match. That's why Kansas City was so good for so many years. Because when you operate like that, it makes it tough on the defense. A lot of questions with Michael Penix in his future. Everyone seems like they're out on Penix. I'm not out. I'm not out on Penix. This guy has an elite arm. Does he have an injury history? Yeah, but what does that mean? We saw J.J. McCarthy miss more games than Penix the last 2 years. What was his injury history? What was his injury makeup, right? It's the NFL, guys. It's football. People are going to get hurt. That's part of the game. So that doesn't bother me. The knee injury, is it bad? Yeah, but there's a lot of guys coming back from knees this year. A lot of top players who came back from knees in previous years. I think we got to wait and see how it plays out, how Penix recovers, and if he's ready to play. I'm not ready to write him off yet, and I think a coach is going to come in and get a young gun. But it might be a little different. I think you also got to bring in another quarterback to push Penix and to see if he's truly the guy that I believe he is, that others believe he is. And if he has that within himself to go out there and showcase it, I think he has all the talent in the world. But you got to give him a good scheme. It's the NFL, y'all. It should be a competition. I don't think anyone should just walk into a job unless you are a true, proven vet. If not, everyone should just go out there and deserve it. Let's take a look at the Browns. Kevin Stefanski, right? Kevin Stefanski went out there and laid an egg. Not just this year. For multiple years in my eyes. You got talent on that defense. Very, very talented defense. Maybe the best defender ever in Myles Garrett. I'm not really sure to say that just yet. I see some other people throwing that out there with Myles Garrett. I know he broke the record, but I'm not quite ready to say this is the best defender ever. I'm not ready for that one yet. What y'all think? Talk to me. Is he the best defender ever? If y'all believe so, let me know. But I'm not quite sure. I know he is super, super dominant. The man looks like an alien. He plays tough brand of football, but I'm not quite sure to give him that. But when you have guys like that on your defense, you got to find a way to put an offense together, especially if you're an offensive-minded coach where you're thinking, you're organizing, you're planning sets. The offense we saw in Cleveland this year was absolutely terrible. The offensive plan in Cleveland this year was absolutely terrible, from the personnel groupings to the guys you brought in the offseason, the quarterback situation, how you handled it. Everything was terrible. When you do stuff like that, when you're building that type of scene in your organization, you do not have a chance for success. Is Shador the guy? I don't know. I think he had some spurts. He brings a lot more energy to the position and in the locker room around the team, but there's a lot of things that must be cleaned up by 12. But I think he gives the team a chance. I do not think the Browns need to go out there and draft a quarterback this year. I don't believe that. I think you got to shake it up with what you got and then see what happens. But Kevin Stefanski went out there and just ran a high school offense for majority of the season. You can't win like that in the NFL. You got to play with some type of desire to push the ball, to make plays, to build sets that are going to confuse the defense, to put them in unfavorable situations. If you make it easy for them, you are going to lose. To win in the NFL, you have to build sets. You have to confuse the defense, and you have to execute it on time and in rhythm. When you refuse to do that and you can't figure out ways to win with your team, the guys that you selected, the guys that you have had under your hand, under your wing for months, like I don't have no sympathy for guys like that. I don't want to hear it's a bad team. I don't want to hear that, man. The name of the game is find a way to win. You got a set amount of pieces. You got a set amount of players. Put them together in the best situation to win. Lead them. That's what a coach does, man. That's what good coaches do, at least. Pete Carroll, I'm not going to spend much time talking about you because that was a dumpster fire in Las Vegas. That was embarrassing. I hate that Pete Carroll had to go out like that, because I think it's over with for Pete as a head coach. But, man, what a terrible year. My worst take of the season was probably saying that Geno Smith was going to come in and change things in in Las Vegas. That he was going to be the one to lead them and be precise and throw the ball and do this and do that and do this and do that and it's just like I don't get it. I don't Pete, mistake number one, you brought in Chip Kelly. Don't do that. Chip Kelly and the NFL mix like water and vinegar. It does not work. It doesn't work. When are people going to learn? Stop falling into the same hole. If you see a hole in the ground, walk around it. Don't jump in it. Y'all keep making these mistakes that are costing your team and costing you jobs, opportunities. Does anyone think that Pete Carroll wanted to come back and get fired in one season? There was no reason for the Raiders to make a move on Antonio Pierce for this. The season was terrible. You guys now hold the number one pick. Congratulations. I think you guys are going with Mendoza in April or May or whenever the draft is, but what a terrible season in Las Vegas that nothing got accomplished. It's time to blow that whole thing up. Blow it all up. Blow it up. Arizona, Jonathan Gannon. I haven't seen much that showed anything that resembles any type of inspiring football from Gannon. The team never played with any fire. The quarterback situation was weird. Kyler Murray, I think your time may be up in Arizona as well. There's a lot of things to figure out. He got 3 years. They were sorry for 3 years. What do we say, man? You got everything you wanted. You got 3 seasons. Almost 40 games. If you can't get it done, I guess over 40 games, right? Yeah, over 40 games. I'm tripping, right? 18 plus 18 plus 18. When you have an opportunity like that and you continuously not show up, continuously put up close games, you're always right there. This ain't what is it? Not chess, not check. What's the game when you get close? What is it? Shuffleboard? It's not that. It's the NFL, dog. You got to win. If you win by 1 inch or if you win by 100 miles, it does not matter. You just have to win in this league this much. The margin of error is this much. It's a game of inches. Too many times the Cardinals fell short in the end. The name of the game is winning. That is how you make your name. That is how you sustain. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple more moves that shake out in the next couple of days. I'm very curious to see what they're going to do in Baltimore with with John Harbaugh, you know what I'm saying? Got a little cold, man. Can't really talk a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But look, the NFL is a right now business. It's right now. If you're not ready to perform right now, if you're not getting results right now, we're not waiting on you. That goes for players. It goes for coaches. NFL, not for long. Hey, look, y'all, I appreciate y'all. Keep rocking with me. We got a lot of videos coming this week. Like I said, we're full speed for the whole playoffs. Let's keep going. We out of here.